Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here with some ship building tips for everyone trying to build their own awesome custom ship now in the Orbital update. So, with the Orbital update, we are able to build our ships. The first tip I will tell you is you can only find the ship parts from scrapping ships that you find. So, you can either buy a ship or you can find a crashed ship, but that is the only way to get all the parts, all the pieces from a ship. You get the wings, you get the hull or the cockpit, and you'll get the engine, but you can only do that from a ship you have that you can sell. And keep in mind, you can only have 12 ships at a time. So if you go through your list and you see 11 here, they don't count the one you currently are using, but they give you a list of 11. That means you're at the maximum. Another way to check that out is go to any pilot, and if you go to purchase a ship, it'll actually say negotiate the price. And if you can get another one, if you have room, it'll give you a buy option. If you're full, it'll give you an exchange, which means you're trading out the current one you have. Like I would be trading out my X-Wing in order to get the new one. So keep that in mind. If you have 12 ships, you will only be able to exchange. You will not be able to get another one. You won't be able to buy it to add to your fleet. Another tip I will say is look around for a ship you like. Like if you said, hey, look, you know what? I wanted this Explorer. I like this wing right here. That is what you're looking for. You look for that wing. You will get that particular wing or that particular cockpit or the engine or whatever, but you won't get anything. You can't make, you can't tear off a wing and make it into anything else. The other thing is I cannot take this wing off and put it on a fighter, for instance. If you take off an Explorer wing, it can only go onto an Explorer. Another thing to keep in mind, if you want to build a ship, you can customize the decals. So let me show you what I mean by that. There is no actual in-game way to mess with the decals, but you can affect them by using a different reactor core. So let's go to a fighter, for instance. And we're just gonna slap some pieces in here just so I can show you what I mean. So you'll see these blue decals on the wing. You see that right there? That is affected by your reactor core. You can't change what they look like, but you can change the color of them by putting in a different core. So if I put an S-class in there, it changed to blue. You see that? If I take that out and I want to put in like a B-class, now they're yellow. So you can change the color of your decal. You just can't change what the decal are at this point. Maybe in a future update, they'll let us change the decals. But for now, you can only do that by changing out your core. And remember, this core is just for your basic class. You can always go to the ship upgrade terminal and upgrade it. So if I said, hey, look, you know what? I want an orange decal. That's what I want. It looks really cool. It goes with my my pink ship. It looks perfect. It looks fabulous like that. But it's a C class. I don't want a C class ship. All you have to do is assemble the ship and then go over to the ship upgrader over here, and it'll let you increase the class of your ship. So you can upgrade it, and there you are right there. Upgrade the class. I can go up if I wanted to. It's going to cost you nanites, so keep that in mind. It is cheaper to just give yourself an S-class ship, but if you want a different decal color, you might need to go to a lower class and then upgrade it through here and get a higher class. Another thing to keep in mind is you want to get cheap ships. Ideally, you want to find a crashed ship because those are perfect. They are absolutely free. The only thing you have to do is fix them if you want to. But if you don't care about them, you can take a crashed ship that's totally broken and come over here and scrap it and get the piece, whatever you want, the wings, the engine, whatever. If you're gonna buy a ship, make sure to get it as cheap as possible because when you scrap it, you don't get any of that money back. So let me show you what I mean by that.
12 seconds later.
All right, it took a while for the ships to start coming in, but you can look at a ship's cost and what they are, not by going and talking to the pilot. You can, or if you want to do it faster, pull up your visor, and over on the left-hand side of the screen, it'll tell you what ship it is, what the name it is, what name of it, or what its name is, and the value, how much you will have to buy it for. So like this hauler is 23 million. Haulers are very expensive. If you're gonna build a hauler, I would suggest not buying them. Go find them out in the wild because it's gonna cost you a lot of money to get hauler pieces. But you could do that. Just look at anything you want right here. Boom. That's a shuttle and it's worth 6 million. Zoom in on this one. This is an Explorer. It's worth 9 million. So just keep checking that left-hand side of the screen. That way you can see what it is. But if you want to get your piece, let's do. You cannot make a shuttle. Keep that in mind. So if you take a shuttle over to the scrapper, it will not let you scrap it. You don't want to, or you can scrap it, but you won't get any pieces. I can't get the wings or anything off of it. You can only build a fighter, a hauler, and an Explorer. So let's say I want to get this Explorer. It's worth 9 million. I think it's worth it. Nope, not to trade. We're going to go to a Lifeform ship. So it's an A class. Again, you want it to be as low as possible because you're not going to get any money from this at all. You're basically paying for the part, whatever part you want. So I'm going to be paying 9,900,000. So that's 10 million for this ship. And then when you go over to the scrapper, you get two options when you scrap it. You can either scrap it for money or scrap it for a part. If you go for a part, it is giving up that money. So go down to begin salvage. And so here it is. I would get 6.9. So I'm already losing 3 million by scrapping it. Or I lose everything by getting the customization module. And for an Explorer, you either get the hull, the left, or the right wing. And keep in mind, this is from the pilot's perspective. So it'd be like if you're looking out of the driver's seat. Is it the left side or the right side? If you're driving a car, that's what you would pay attention to. So we're going to go with the left wing. And it does not matter what the piece looked like or what color it was when you get it. That has no bearing on anything for this ship. So again, if I'm building something, let's say I'm building a fighter, does not matter. Oh god, where's my ships? Oh no, my pieces. There it is. Boom. I gotta switch it. See, it's switching up ships on me. So I have all of my parts are in my ship because they take up a lot of room, you guys. So let me show you what I mean. Let me switch out my ship. We're talking, look at this. We just have, like I got my my Overseer wing. But yeah, this is just for fighters. There are hundreds and hundreds of pieces. I think for the hauler just by itself, just the hauler, there's over 80 pieces. 80 parts you can get. So keep that in mind. There are totally a ton of variations on different wing types. Like, look at this. For our fighter, we got a hot rod nose, we got a speeder nose, we got a alpha nose. Just for the noses, we got another omega nose. So you have different noses, different wings, different engines, all that kind of stuff. But whenever you grab a piece from a ship, it will not stay that color. So let's see if I do this. I'll show it to you. That way you can tell. Okay, so this one, we're going to buy this real fast. This is our fighter. Negotiate the price. 27 million. Oh my god, you do not want to, you don't want to scrap this. Oh my god. S-class, are you kidding me? How is it that I get an S-class when I'm trying to show you something? Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's way much of a waste. So, instead, let's grab, I guess, the Explorer? No. No! Well, I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm going to do it for you guys. This is a terrible, terrible thing. You never want to do this. I'm wasting money here. Wasting money. Never want to do this, but we're gonna, oh God, don't even think about it. Just do it. Oh God. So, we know that this is a white and green. We'll do the front. We'll do the cockpit, right? White and green. It's easy to see. All that stuff. I mean, even if you go into your pause menu and go to your starship, we can see it's white and green, right? It does not matter what color the ship is when you scrap it, because you can repaint it whatever color you want. Doesn't matter. You know, pay attention to the decals. Those will show up. But the color itself, you don't have to worry about it. So let's go to salvage. We're going to do the cockpit because it's easiest to see. Here we are. So now we have that cockpit, right? Go to our fighter. Let's select our fuselage, which is the cockpit right here. And look, it automatically gives me a red one. It was green, right? Green and white. Now it's red. It does not matter. When you build everything up... Oh my God, I still didn't do it. When you build everything together, it will be whatever color you want. My God, this is... I wanted this to be a short video, and I am talking way too much, you guys. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure you guys get all the intricacies of ship building. I will say the best use for this is just go ship hunting. Go look for crashed ships because they're absolutely free. And then you can break them apart. It doesn't cost you a penny. And you can get all the pieces you want. Now, the downside is when you look for a crashed ship, it does not give you a particular one. So it's randomized. You don't know what you're going to get. You could get a hauler. You could get a shuttle. You could get whatever. So keep that in mind. All right, fighter. There's our nose right here. Let's do that wings and engine. So there you go. We've built it, right? But it's red. Look at that. It's red colored. We would throw in our reactor. Let's do a C. But now we can change whatever color we want. Boom. There you go. Purple. There you go. So keep that in mind. It's all purple. So if I change that to green and then do a white. So that's what we were. I mean, it was kind of probably a more darker green than that. There you go. So there you are. So it does not matter what part or what color the part is when you get it. You can always change it later on. And then if you want to assemble it, you can affect the stats on it. So I assembled it with these pieces. Look at that. 112. Okay, so these are the stats right here. I don't like those stats. It's a C class. I can't change that because I only have a C class core, right? Let's change out the wing. Change out that one. Now if we put this together. Look at that. Stats all changed because the wings are changed. So if you're looking for, like if you're trying to mid-maxing it the best ship you can, change out the stats or change out the pieces and that'll change out the stats. There we go. Change that out. Again, totally different. So you can totally change everything you want about this. It'll change the inventory, all the upgrades in here. All of that stuff by just flipping out certain things. Let's do the vector wings. Put that together. And so they let you kind of mess around with this and see the stats and see what you're going to get out of it. Now, once you proceed, you're kind of locked in, so don't do that. But if you look at here and you go, okay, I like this, proceed. If not, go back and change some stuff. You can also change the color, all that kind of stuff, if you'd like to. So hopefully you guys like the video. I know it's kind of some weird tips, but hopefully, you know, a lot of people were asking about it. Oh, the other thing is, if you're looking for these reactors, you will have to come over here to the ship upgrade merchant right up here. Talk to him on any space station. He will be selling it. Well, I shouldn't say that. On the abandoned space stations, you don't have a merchant, so don't worry about that. But on the outlaw stations, the pirate stations, they don't sell anything other than black market stuff, so you won't see it there. Any regular space station, you will find every class. They'll all have the S, the A, the B, and the C. No matter where you go, no matter what race is in the system, no matter what economy it is, they will always have all of them. Now the prices might go up and down depending on the system, but they're gonna be in here. So that is where you get your reactor, and that is what that's what makes your ship the certain class it is. If you want an S-class ship, you need an S-class reactor. B-class, whatever it is. And if you want to change out the decals, remember, change out your reactor. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button for me, and I will see you guys next time.